Hey y'all, dedicated father here. Today, going over really kind of thinking in my head really yesterday, but putting into a video for you today is how misery loves company. There's always every time you are negative, you tend to draw and want to bring others into it. You don't realize it, you just do it, and that goes for everybody else also. But positivity is also contagious. The problem is misery tends to have like a lethal attraction. So when somebody's upset or somebody's causing drama or stirring the pot, it always tends to attract, even though we say we want nothing to do with it. So when it comes to our kids, they will see as we try to attract towards that, but they will also notice when we fight away from it and we go to the positivity. We need to make sure that in our lives, our friends, our relationships with our kids, are how we interact with our teachers, how we interact with our coworkers and work, what we're bringing home, all of that, we need to make sure that we're taking the high road when it comes to that. We need to make sure that she understands. I say she, my daughter is who I'm thinking about right now. But we need to make sure that they understand that we are their light, their positivity. Even when we're having bad days, I was all bummed out last night about something dumb, and as I'm sitting there thinking about it, I'm trying to get her to bed, and I'm loving on her, and she wasn't feeling very good, had an upset stomach, and so I'm trying to get her all tucked in, but I'm just painting this smile, right? But then afterwards, I'm just sitting on the couch, just all upset and grumpy about it, and then I just kind of look back at it and laugh. It's like there's we can actually get over it pretty quickly when there's not anything else around us or anyone else around us to build on that, because misery loves company and I had no company, right? So I was able to get out of it and move on. And today, same kind of thing. I woke up, and you choose what mood you want to be in when you wake up. I didn't sleep very good, allergies going nuts, all those things, right? But I woke up, and I was kind of sitting there thinking for a minute, and then you just hear this little daddy out of the corner, and it's right then and there you choose how you're going to react. Whether it's going to be a what or a yes, sweetheart. Like you get to choose how you're starting your day. And everyone starts a little bit different. I know that. But that's up to you on how you choose it. You get to choose that. There's no one else that can make that decision for you. As much as those miserable situations or people that are upset, or maybe it's just people that are just always grumpy. I don't know. But as much as they are in life, they don't get to choose what mood you're in. But the more positive you are, the more that will shine onto others. The more you will actually light up that darkness that's around us. And our kids will see that. Our kids will notice that, and they'll gravitate towards that. Also, as they grow up, they will choose somebody similar to you. They always say girls try to, not mean to, but they tend to date their father, or boys tend to date their mother when it comes to, not creepy like, but when it comes to who they're looking at and what they're attracted to. Well, that being said, if, and we can break those habits by all means, but when they're seeing somebody who's cranky all the time and they're used to seeing cranky all the time, they tend to gravitate that way, right? But if they envied, or maybe not envied's a bad word there, maybe just looked up to how positive you were in life, and then they see positivity in someone, they see someone's always smiling, that can take a bad situation and turn it to a joke and move on. Hopefully that's the kind of people that our kids are wanting to surround themselves with, right? Because that's what it is. You are who you surround yourself with. You put yourself in a room with 100 people, and over time you will end up being in the middle of that, whether it's emotionally, whether it's economically and financially, intelligently, all of it. It always is proven that if you put yourself within the same groups of people, you will end up in the middle, because they're doing the same thing and they're choosing a different group. It's not the same 100 people every time, right? But for you, it generally is. You have your circle. So you will end up somewhere in the middle generally. You never want to be the smartest one in the room, right? You always want to be learning, but we sure don't want to be at the lowest either. Granted, if you are there and it's the same amount of people, you will rise. You will always rise to that center. It's proven, happens every time. And sorry for the glimmer. I noticed all my grays glimmer, and now I took my hat off to get rid of that shadow. But y'all, I hope this sits in. I hope this hits somebody the way it's supposed to today, or needs to today. Y'all have an amazingly blessed day. Be strong, raise them right.